Here in Knoxville, Tennessee, there are many different kinds of art, like public art, murals, and sculptures. But what about the alternative kinds of art? We're talking about graffiti, the illicit drawings you might see on the side of a building or on trains. Many people tend to look over this form of art, but there is so much more that meets the eye. Smoky Mountain Youth Media sets out to find what is graffiti, and is that definition changing?
I own with several partners the joint called South Coast Pizza. Here, up a half mile, we've got 38 installations of like 45 different artists, and it took them over 2 days to do pretty much every one of them. Graffiti for me is more of a tag situation versus what's behind us is murals. It sets us apart from the other neighborhoods. It was a plain wall, now it looks cool. I think it helps us sell pizza.
So the word that I have that kind of describes graffiti is art. I don't think there's like one right way to do it.
I think traditional graffiti is just illegal art, but I think it's taken on something more and become like its own art form. If someone were to paint like in the graffiti style, I think it would just be like that style of art. I think it's become its own style, if that makes sense.
For me, graffiti really is strictly writing a name, a persona, illegally on something that you don't have permission to do. Because it used to be so much of like a story of that work, not necessarily just the work. So if you were gonna take a picture of a spot that someone painted, and you took a picture of just the graffiti, you're missing at least half of the work. If you see like a billboard or a train or a building, you see like where it is, you get that person had to go there and do that, and that changes the work because you see where it is. I struggle with that a lot of like where does it fit in as far as like pushing the community in a positive direction or a negative direction. It's changing super quick. It's getting commercialized, it's getting more accepted in the community. With the commercialization of graffiti and it being put legally into a mural idea, the same way you would pay someone to paint your building, it takes away from where graffiti started. The value that the community sees in graffiti, I think, is literally just a visual. I like how that looks, and it's like, is it better than a gray wall? Like, I think it is. I think it's more fun to look at any composition that someone makes on a wall besides just a color.
Reporting for Smoky Mountain Youth Media, I'm Nicole Cooney.
Smoky Mountain Youth Media is a program of East Tennessee PBS in partnership with NewsHour Student Reporting Labs.